Today you've been playing with not your usual backing group, but with Steve Marriot and Peter Frampton and things like that. How does that feel for you?
I thought it was very beautiful, because what happened was I came here and I found that the drummer that I left London with I didn't have when I arrived in Brussels. And Steve Marriot suggested that he have a blow with me. In other words, that he stand in for my drummer. And Pete Frampton thought it was a good idea, and it was very beautiful. I've never worked on stage with without people that I've rehearsed with before, and their energy was very necessary for my performance tonight.
What do you mean their energy was very necessary? Was it difficult to you to go on with them in this way that you've never performed with them? Is that difficult for you? Or do you like it to get on improvising?
No, I think it's really a very beautiful thing. The only problem is that audiences aren't really prepared for that kind of thing, simply because pop music has become somewhat clinical now, somewhat contrived, and there's an anticipation that everything will be very precise, that everything will be very arranged. And when it's not that way, it's something that audiences obviously aren't able to comprehend,
Are you talking about the audience of tonight?
Yeah. I'm not talking about every audience. I hope I didn't generalize too much, because I think there are people that perhaps prefer that kind of thing. I mean, I really think that the pop music situation should go back to being very bass and very natural, which is something that it's losing. I mean, what we're getting into now, of course, is very beautiful, but on the other hand, I think we're losing something that it originally had, which was a kind of very basic, very animalistic feeling, very animal rhythm.
French or?
No, do you speak Flemish?
No,
No, you don't.
No.
So keep it in English.
All right.
Brian Auger and the Trinity. Do you feel it as losing something when Julie isn't with you?
Well, we have a new member, Gary, our guitar player, who is really, I think, is going to be an amazing guitar player. No, we don't actually. I think the reason is because we're allowed now to pursue our own musical policy, not maybe two different directions, you know, but it's just one thing.
Do you mean you were you couldn't follow your own way with Julie Driscoll?
Well, with Julie, one did one type of material with Julie and one type of material with us, which was fine. You know, we all had a ball playing that.
Sure.
This now, what happens is, this allows us much more time on stage to develop our own particular thing, which is very nice for self-expression anyway.
Yeah, I see. Isn't every progressive pop music a bit of a mix-up jazz?
Some of it is. Some of it's just progressive pop music. It doesn't contain any sort of particular jazz harmony or any jazz construction at all. It comes from the pop side, you know, it progresses from the pop side, but we are a jazz-orientated rock and roll band.
Oh,
our policy, it's like, well, all I do is this. We use pop rhythms, and we build different constructions on them, with different harmonic and musical constructions on them. The reason is because I think that the pop music is the music of the 20th century, simply because it attracts, the rhythm attracts the young people, or it attracts, you know, the ear, the actual rhythmic side. Therefore, one can play the rhythms and use, you know, much more sophisticated construction to build better music, you know, music that will last longer.
Right, what you're saying is, about 20 years ago, jazz was the thing young people liked.
Yes.
I don't see very much difference between jazz and pop at the moment.
Well, there comes, about 5 years ago, I would have agreed with you. 5 years ago, this is why I started to play this type of music, because there was nothing to bind together, to fuse the elements of jazz and pop music. And that's exactly what we set out to do, to be the step in between, to show the people, you know, the way across from one medium into the other, and that they both are related. It's all music, that's all. It's all music.
Yeah, well, there you go. So I really see Brian Auger and the Trinity in a jazz concert, actually.
No, I'm a pop musician. I'm not a jazz musician. If I was a jazz musician, I would play entirely different material.
Oh, what's the difference then?
I think that the main difference is a different outlook, maybe. I'm doing what I want to do. My music is what I want to do. My music is what I am. And I am my music.
has got some